Todd, always good to talk to you.
Good to be back, Jeannie.
It looks like you've got plenty of people in Illinois right now who are saying to Mayor Rahm Emanuel, okay, you don't want us to build gun ranges in Chicago? Well, you know what? We'll build them and we'll expand them outside the city so that people in Chicago and other areas have a place to go. Because right now in Chicago, they don't have anywhere to go.
Well, as we've been seeing the expansion in the firearms market with continued uptick in sales, all the suburban ranges are taking advantage of it. You've got Maxons, who last night just won their zoning appeal to expand and move to a new facility in the city of Des Plaines. You've got R Guns up in Carpentersville, who's going to be opening up a new range facility with indoor rifle positions. You've got Cat Guns over in East Dundee, who's now laying on a $5.5 million expansion. You've got Megasports in Plainfield putting on another $1 million plus expansion. So you've got a lot of gun stores in the suburbs who see the boom in the firearms market, and they're adding positions to fill the need.
Yeah, and you mentioned the owner of a gun range in Des Plaines, and I was talking to him, and he made a pitch, as you said last night. He said he got full support, won with a super majority vote, and he said even if he could, he wouldn't even think about putting a range in Chicago.
You know, the mayor's made it difficult. They're going to try to continue to use regulations to enforce a de facto ban. And, you know, it's kind of sad. And I can understand a business person not wanting to go into a hostile environment and just beat your head with a brick every day with somebody who's trying to run you out of business, as opposed to the Village of Des Plaines, where you have a friendly administration who sees the revenue, who sees the benefits, who seems a good business partner with the community, and they want to encourage them to expand.
And as you said, there's no doubt there's more people wanting to own a firearm for all sorts of reasons, whether it's for sport, whether it's for personal protection. I mean, concerned because you got police departments that are being cut. And I know there was a court ruling, what was it, last year, that forced Chicago to reverse its ban on shooting ranges, but they're basically thumbing their nose at the courts, trying to make it still as hard as it can be.
Well, and that was exactly what the judges said in that they were thumbing their nose at the McDonald and Heller decisions, and that's the Ezell case, and it's still being litigated through the court. So Chicago may have to revise their ordinance once again. But we'll see. I mean, Chicago doesn't seem to want the revenue. There are plenty of other communities around that did. I mean, the promotion for GAT guns out in East Dundee, the village looked at it, and with the TIF money that they ponied up, $5.5 million, I'm told, they saw the sales tax revenue of being equivalent to a car dealership. Yeah. So, they were more than happy to put public funds towards the expansion of a business in their community.
It's still a shame for folks in Chicago because they got to travel a distance when it really shouldn't be that way when it comes to a constitutional right,
Absolutely.
Got to ask you, because tonight's the night in Rock Island County that the board's going to decide whether to put a question on the November ballot asking people if they would want a concealed carry law or if they don't want a concealed carry law in Illinois. And I guess there's some other areas doing the same thing. What do you think about that?
Well, I think what you're seeing is people who are out in rural Illinois and away from the city are simply getting fed up with the city's dominance in the legislature and the paralysis it causes. So I think that this is how passionate our supporters are, and I think it just shows that people are fed up with being the last state in the nation without a carry permit.
Yeah, it'll be real interesting to see if it gets on the ballot and what the response is.
It will be. We've won several of these in other areas. Henry County's looking at something as well. You've got some stuff up in Rockford areas, so it's going to come. We're going to get a carry bill, within the next year or so, I think. It's just going to take a little time because, unfortunately, we have the Chicago block, but the next election may be a turning point for us.